OK， 这个是我们的律师，叫土耳其律师，叫做 Mira。然后呢，我现在有一些问题要请他回答。Okay, Mira, let's start about the video. Can you explain for Taiwanese people if how can we obtain the passport, Turkish passport?
First of all, hello everyone. I'm sorry I couldn't able to speak Chinese or any other Asian languages, but pleasure to meet you. So, Taiwanese people has a right to obtain Turkish citizenship program by depositing 500,000 United States dollar in a Turkish local bank account. So, in this video, I will be explaining all the process and how to open the bank account and how to go through this process, and step by step I will explain all of them, and I believe that you will have no further questions, but if you have any, please do not hesitate to ask me or contact me. So I will be answering all your questions. So to explain the process, I am actually separating this process in 3 steps. So the first step is investment, and the second step is residence permit application, and the third step is Turkish citizenship application. So for the first step, I mean the investment. So the the Taiwanese people are not able to buy the properties in Turkey, so that's why the client I will be calling as a client. So client must open a bank account in Turkey. So our service is including actually getting tax ID, opening bank account, helping our client to transfer the money, and also making all the necessary applications to ministry so we can get some kind of certificates. I will be explaining it later, and then we will be able to apply for residence permit and citizenship permit later. So from beginning, I mean from getting the power of attorney till the end, I mean till the client gets his passport, we will be helping them. So for the investment part, the first thing that we are doing actually to get a tax ID number for the clients who are not residents in Turkey. So by the way, I would like to mention that the client doesn't need to come to Turkey at all. From beginning till the end, they don't need to come to Turkey.
Wow.
Yeah. So we are asking for a power of attorney from our clients. I will be showing you the draft of this power of attorney so that you can see. So I will be also sharing this power of attorney content to Miss Angelica so that you can see. This power of attorney including authorizations. This power of attorney is just a draft right now. We are sharing this content with the client or with you in this case, so that the client shall issue this power of attorney in Turkish consulates. Okay, it doesn't matter wherever the client is right now. So client must issue this power of attorney in consulate, or in China and most of the countries has some other ways, because some Turkish consulate doesn't have any translators. And meantime, we are helping our clients to handle this power of attorney issue. So when they need a translator or when they don't know how to do it, we will be helping them from here. So this power of attorney can be issued by local notary in some of countries, and then after local notary will issue this one, then you need to, I mean the client in this case, need to go to Foreign Affairs Bureau, and then they have to get the Foreign Affairs Bureau approval. After that, they have to go to Turkish consulate and make this document approved. So this is another way. Or also, there is also a way to make this document apostille. We call it apostille. So, as you know, there is an agreement between some countries, which is called apostille agreement. This agreement gives an access to countries to make these documents approved and useful at the other countries. For example, if you apostille these documents, then that means that I will be able to use this document in Turkey. It will be an official document then. Right now, this is not official, but after the client gets the approval, it will be official. So here you will see that this is the bank part, So this is including the bank authorizations. So with those authorizations, I will be able to open bank account, provide the documents and signing on behalf of the client and etc. So I will be not able to withdraw any money on behalf of the client because we don't want to do that, of course, and we are not taking any responsibilities like that. So the other party begins with citizenship. Then it is the including all the necessary transactions and ministry names etc. in here, so that we will be able to do other transactions. So let's start with the step one.
Sorry, Mira. Talking about the OPSO, also this is my first time heard about the OPSO. Can you explain more about this part? Which country would use this OPSO? For example, in China, I think Shanghai and Beijing, they have a Turkish embassy.
Yeah.
And in Taiwan, we have a Turkish consulate in Taipei. And which country would?
Well, most of the countries has a Turkish consulate actually, but before we start the procedure, it is better to contact with all the consulates.
Yes.
Because of the coronavirus issue, it may depend. For example, in Korea right now, there is no such translator or something like that, so we are having some kind of troubles to get the power of attorney or for the relevant documents.
Yes. So what did you do?
Well, in this case, the first thing that we are doing is to learn that what country our client is residing right now. So after we learn that, we are contacting with the consulate if they have any translators or something. If they have translators, Turkish consulate part, the easy part. So we are directing our clients to Turkish consulate. We are getting their appointments. We are arranging the translator. Client meets with the translator, and translator doing everything. See which the client will only just sign. But if we don't have any translators, then you are able to do the apostille way. You are issuing this document from your local notaries and then going to Foreign Affairs Bureau and getting the apostille approval on this document. Okay. After that, this document shall be approved by Turkish notary, because after you get the apostille, you have to take this document to Turkish embassy, and the Turkish embassy will sign it, and then we're good to go. If we don't have any translator, then we can do something like that.
Okay, so my understanding is, what if we have a Turkish embassy and Turkish consulate? So we will use the translator from the Turkish embassy.
Yes.
They would appoint.
Yes, exactly.
Who is the right person?
Exactly. These translators are registered in Turkish consulate. Other translators are not able to use this. If you want to use the translator shall be registered in Turkish consulate. So must be working for the Turkish consulate. The issue is this actually.
Okay.
Is it okay? Yeah, okay, perfect. So for the process, as I mentioned, we are separating this process within 3 steps. The first step was investment, second one is residence permit, and the third one is citizenship application. So for the first one, we are starting with getting a tax ID on behalf of our clients. So after we get the tax ID, we are directly contacting with the banks, and which bank our client choose, we are getting, because every bank has different procedures. So we are getting the required document list from bank. So we are sharing these documents to our clients, and the clients send us the relevant documents, and then we are providing these documents to bank, and we are opening bank account. So for this process, we are able to suggest some kind of banks, because since we are doing this process from 2018, so we have really good communication with some of these banks. So these banks are really helpful. For example, one of the banks that we are working with opened this bank account in 1 day. So that's the easiest part that we are suggesting our clients, because it's better we do it quick. So after we open the bank account, the client shall transfer the deposit, which is 500K United States dollar, to his or her Turkish local bank account. So it doesn't matter where this money came from. The government are not, questioning this. They are not asking any questions.
What about, for example, if I like to apply the Turkish passport, my boyfriend can send the money from his account to my account.
Sure.
And so the government would not check the source of fund.
Because, since the Turkish economy has got really problems, they are not questioning. Actually, this is what the government do. The government wants some kind of, a dollar in euros in Turkey. So that's why they don't questioning. They're not checking anything. So you're just sending the money. They're not asking anything.
Easy. Thank you.
Easy.
Yeah.
So when the client sends the total amount to his or her Turkish local account, and then our work starts. So meantime, we will be sharing a required document list, to client. Client will prepare this documents, and we will be doing other works actually. So in here, you will be seeing the required documents. I will be also sharing this documents with Ms. Angelika so you can see. So in here, I would like to mention one thing before I show you this. With this application, the client, the main applicant, and his or her spouse and the under 18 children can get benefit from one application. So one application covers whole family, only with the child which is under 18. So main applicant, spouse, and children. You will be seeing this part as three separated in three. This is for a main applicant, this is for spouse, and this is for children.
And how many children?
Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how many children you have, all of them.
What if I have 5 children?
That's fine.
Under 18?
If that's okay. All of them will be Turkish citizens.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
And in here, actually, you will be seeing the main important documents are as passports, pictures, and the certificate of civil status, in this case like marriage certificate or a divorce certificate or death certificate.
Yeah.
It depends on the situation. Birth certificates and these are really important. The other one, you will be see the population register. Sometimes it's not necessary. This is a supportive document. We are asking this document depending on the situation. So if we ask for this document, we will be sharing a sample so that you can see what this document will look like.
Good.
But most of the time, the government don't ask this for this document. We will be seeing this list, but it's not necessary. Also, you will be see that health insurance in here, but we will be handling the health insurance. So you don't need to worry about any health insurance or something like that. This health insurance is not that much, big insurance that you are thinking. This is just like standard health insurance. It's necessary for this process. It's actually necessary for all citizens in Turkey. So this is just a simple thing. So, and also you will be see in here as criminal record.
Right.
So, this criminal record is not required, not necessary. If the client doesn't, how can I say, committed any crimes, any big crimes, that not necessary.
Okay.
So before we asking for this document, we need to know that if our client, the client was searching with like red alert or something like that, then it's problem. But otherwise, definitely. It's not problem. It's not problem. They are not asking for this document. But if they have, we are able to get this document in Turkish authorities. So no worry for this document. I will be signing the most important documents here so that you can see. So as I mentioned, passport, pictures, civil status like the marriage certificate, and also birth certificates, power of attorney. We will be having this power of attorney so that we will be, copying this power of attorney. But when our client issuing this power of attorney, we will be asking 2 original copies. And this is just these documents. So for the spouse will be the same. Passport is important, picture is important, civil status is important, birth certificate is important, and power of attorney. By the way, main applicant and spouse can give one power of attorney. Two people can give one power of attorney to all the lawyers. So for under 18 children, again, passport, birth certificates, pictures. That's it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Quite simple.
Yeah, that's really simple actually. In the beginning of this process, they were asking all the documents, but right now they don't. So it's a good time to good to go.
Right.
So what was I saying? Oh yeah. Meantime, the client will be providing these documents. He will be preparing these documents, and meantime, we will be making necessary applications via bank to ministry. So we are actually signing some kind of promise document, like an official document in bank. So it says that this deposit money, like $500K United States dollar, will stay in this bank account for like 3 years. So the client and related people cannot touch this main money for 3 years. They are able to use the interest, but they cannot touch the main money. Otherwise, they will lose their passports and IDs. Okay. So we are giving promises that we are depositing this amount and we will not going to touch this for 3 years. We are giving promises to government. Okay. And we are signing this document on behalf of the client. So after that, bank will sending the bank account details, like the related documents and our promise document to ministry. And actually it's kind of a ministry branch. It's called BDDK in Turkish. I have already explained this community to Miss Angelica. This is like a community that they're like a, I don't know, like a branch of ministry, let's say. So they are checking our documents and they are checking our amount, if our amount is okay or not. And after that, they are giving us a conformity certificate. This certificate means that we have completed step 1. If we have the conformity certificate, we are done with the step 1. Conformity certificate is just like a paper, and it's written that how can I say, the client blah blah has deposited $500K in this bank account, and he give promise that he will not touch the main money for 3 years. Then that means that he can apply for citizenship. The conformity certificate is basically saying that. So for the step 2, now we are going for step 2. Step 2 is called residence permit application. I would like to mention that some of our clients has already got their residence permits, so it doesn't matter. This residence permit application is totally necessary. So we have to apply for residence permit anyway, if the client has got already one or not. So we are asking for some kind of documents. They are including in these documents, by the way, and we are taking some of them as copies. We are preparing a file and we are making an application to government. In the meantime, we will be asking some kind of question our clients. I mean, like the degree, the job that our client do, and etc. These kind of simple informations, and we are filling a form. With that form and with the relevant documents, we are applying for residence permit. So for this residence permit, this is a special type for a citizenship process. So we doesn't need to wait that much long like a normal residence permit. And we don't need to wait for the residence permit card, the little one. We don't need that. Wow. So the approval of this residence permit is good, is okay, is enough. So when we do this application, we are after 1 or 2 weeks, it is approved. It will be approved, and after 1 or 2 weeks following the application process, then we will be having the residence permit approval.
Okay.
When we get the approval, the step 2 will be done.
Okay.
Okay. With that approval, with that conformity certificate, with that relevant documents if we have, then we will be ready to go for step 3, which is citizenship application. Now the process has been changed. Once it was not like that, but now we have to make an appointment. When we get the appointment, we are preparing all the documents as the government asks, and we are making an application. Meantime, we are filling a form about our clients, and in this form, the form is asking that if the client use his or her foreign name or will choose a Turkish name.
Just after residence approved,
Yeah.
then we can provide the new Turkish name.
In the beginning of Turkish citizenship application, in the step 3, when we are making this application, we are going to our apartment and they are asking that if your client going to choose a Turkish name or will use a foreign name.
Okay.
So in here, I would like to mention one rule, that the client only is able to use their full name and surname, or they're only able to use Turkish name and surname. So they cannot choose another name. Once they were, but not right now, unfortunately, they are not able to choose totally different names. The name must be Turkish. And we have faced this many times in China. So if you have any letter as X, it will be as KS. If you have any W, it will be as V. If you have any Q, it will be K. Is there any other letters? No. Okay. These ones will be translating like this.
Okay.
And also, by the way, in Turkish we have another letter. It's called E, but it's like I, but without the dots. So it may depend. Sometimes the E maybe will be U without the dots. But it depends on the situation. We will be asking this client if they want to use the I or the U. We call it E or U. So we will be discussing this at that moment. So I will be also giving you this one.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, okay. So, after we complete the application, we will wait for President to approve our application. Meantime, in every application, the ministry are checking our documents because they have to, because they are giving citizenships, So they will be checking all the documents, all the applications, all the given information, if these information is correct or not, or the documents are correct or not. So for example, if you are issuing some kind of documents in consulates, they are contacting with the consulate and they are getting confirmation if these documents are okay or not. So they are making some kind of investigation. So because of the coronavirus issue, most of the governmental offices are working like limited. So that's why normally the process is taking up to 3 or 4 months after we do this citizenship application. It takes up to 3 or 4 months to get passports.
Okay.
But meantime, it may depend. We cannot give an exact time, and the law also not giving an exact time, like 5 months or 6 months or 3 months. It depends.
It depends.
So all the applications will be signed by President of Turkey.
Wow.
So whenever he wants, he will be signing it.
Okay.
But normally, to be honest, it takes maximum up to 5 or 6 months.
Okay.
It's like out of record, but it's like this. In our experiences. So the most important thing that I would like to give in here, that as I mentioned, that the client doesn't need to come to Turkey from beginning till the end, and till the end, when we get the Turkish citizenship approval, we will be sharing this document to our client. That means that the client became Turkish citizen. Okay. So with that approval form, if the client doesn't want to come to Turkey, we are contacting with consulate, and we are making an appointment, and the client getting this document and the relevant documents we will be sharing, like the passport, like the pictures, etc. They are going to Turkish consulate in the appointment date, and they are giving their fingerprints.
And how about the biometric?
Pictures?
Yes, biometrics, everything.
Yeah, the client is taking these biometric pictures by themselves. They are just taking biometric pictures and the approval document that we will be shipping to the client, because it's like signed. We will be send this document, mail this document to client. Client gets this document, pictures, passports, and related some documents, and then they will go to Turkish consulate in the appointment date. They will submit this document, and then they will give their fingerprints, and about up to 1 or 2 weeks, the passports and Turkish IDs are mailing in their property, in their house, in the address that they have mentioned. The process goes like this actually.
And the Turkish passport, do you have one very small test? We can read the fingerprint and biometric, or only the original one. Let me show you.
I understand what you mean. The passports are like a little booklets. So passports are look like that, but the IDs are look like that. So in that ID, you will be see the biometric picture and the fingerprint in here. I believe that in the new passports, they are also using the pictures and the fingerprints also. The new ones are different. So they have changed the type of this one. So they will be using the pictures and I will fingerprint kullanıyor pasaportlarda yenilerinde biliyor musun? Okay, they are using the pictures and also fingerprints on the new passports.
When will you change the new passport?
Sorry again?
Yes,
This
maybe.
is the photo.
This is our ID cards. This is Turkish. Let me see. This is Turkish ID card. It looks like that.
Okay, and how about the passport?
Okay, I can
Passport. We will show this passport also.
So will you change the new type of passport?
Oh well, actually, since we are working too much, I haven't changed my passport with a new one because I don't have time to travel.
Now you have a new version, not like the old style.
Old one and the new one is really same, but just the picture because we are using some kind of chip on new IDs and passports, and the new passports has chip. Has pictures and has fingerprints on it. In the old ones, they're just using the pictures and the sign, signature, and the fingerprint. But with the new ones, we have add also chip on it. She will be.
içi yok.
What I mentioned is about this part. This part.
You are asking kapanı soruyor.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So this part.
Mm-hmm. You are using green passports. Our passports are like
red.
Yeah, red.
Okay, so can you show?
Yeah, this one is the passport. Turkish passport look like that, and you can see the chip in here.
Oh yes, this is very important.
Yeah, in here. This
Yeah.
one. It looks like black in the video, but it's not black. It's like red. Like let's say dark red.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So is there anything that I would like to mention? For this process, actually, no. I have mentioned all the important points. Do you have any questions, Angelica?
No, thank you so much.
Okay, perfect. If you have any questions, please do not hesitate to contact with us. And also, I will share a sort of list that the clients, how can I say, the expenses that the client do. I will also share this one. So in this list, you can see the relevant expenses that the client do. So these are the expenses that we are using and we will be paying on behalf of clients. So we will be asking some kind of expense payment as an advance because we will be paying this fees on behalf of the clients for this process from beginning till the end. If we have any other extra expenses, we will be always invoicing these documents. So I will be sharing all these documents to Ms. Angelica, and I have also shared a memorandum with her before, so that you can see the memorandum and you can see all the detailed information. And also you will see some kind of questions in here, and you can find all the answers. And also if you have any questions and if you need any answers, do not hesitate to contact us. We will be happily answering all your questions.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. It's
Thank you.
a pleasure to meet you again, and it's also a pleasure to meet you
Thank
too.
you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.